Yeah, we
Oh,
live right now. So we'll
cool, cool.
see what happens here. I can't
Okay, I got you.
necessarily see who's in the chat right now.
Hold up, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
All right, let me go ahead and pause it.
Yep, same here. I wonder if I can't see. There is a thing. What says one waiting? This is just there you go. Hey, look, Fresh Cakes is in the house. Soon I about to a video happen. No, what did I say? About to a video happen, Daniel. Oh, no, I ain't really posting up on YouTube like that. It's been too long. What's up? It's me and Buckeye City Soul.
What's
My
going on,
homie,
yo?
my homie Kev. We got the bullshitting earlier, and we were just like, we should go live. Like I ain't gone live on my channel in a long time, like a long time. So welcome. This is my channel. If you haven't been here before, I don't know how you got here all of a sudden. You're gonna have to be subscribed because I ain't one of those people like Logan Paul where they just put my shit up on the cool kid page,
What up, John?
Yeah. So, I am. So all the R sneakers folks that are here, like Reddit is one of those things where I absolutely love. And Kev, I don't know if you have a Reddit.
I don't. How does that work? Explain that to me real quick.
So Reddit is like, the thing about Reddit is they have the best sense of fucking humor on anybody on the internet. Like, for real. Like, and no one is safe from catching a burn. I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care how many subscribers you got. They will literally light your ass up no matter who you are. Like, the Pope could be on that motherfucker and they'd be like, look, like, Reddit is like the front page. Like, if the internet had a front page news article, it would be Reddit. Like, R whatever. So R's are like R sneakers is specifically sneakers. Or they have R reps, which is just replicas, right? Just fake shoes. Yeah. And you can buy you can buy fake shoes. Yeah, they go up on there and they, and they're like proud. They're like, yeah. I cannot wait for those Peapods, yo. PGH in the house.
What up?
That's my dude.
Yeah,
Shumanati in the house. Fresh Kicks, High Class Kicks, Hawaii. What's good? What's good? Alpha Kid here from Mike Rich, my dude. I love that man too. Noah team and from Reddit. They have a really healthy sneakerhead community there, but like our sneakers is super heavy on what do you call it? Boost. Like they're really big into Boost. So I mean it's a younger crowd over there.
Okay.
But they also show Steezo68 was good. They also show a lot of love to like some like dirty sneaker kids, right? You know those kids that just like they mowed like
those events here all the time.
Right. Their motherfuckers mowed like 92 yards to get like some
Yeezy.
Yeah, not even Yeezys, man. They'll be like some dirty ass hair Jordan 1s, Christian, what's good, man? Lee Boudry, what's good? What's good? Eric Santana. Reddit is if you get into Reddit and you start looking through all the subs, like motherfuckers is fast on there, like
quick with it.
Yeah, like. You ain't safe. You ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
Ain't nobody safe on the midsole neither.
Nah, anybody can catch it, and that's kind of part of the deal. So yeah, man, I wanted to go live with the hope that we could get a good conversation going in the chat. Also, if you check in the description down below, it's the only thing I got written in there. Go show some love to the show that I been a part of for over a year now. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, been a part of a year now. We talking, Jay Manning. So yeah, you go over there and subscribe to the Monday Midsole. Give them a follow or subscribe or whatever. We go live Mondays at 8, and we spend about 2 hours with a special guest talking about. We talk about sneakers. Yeah, we talk about
everything that's going on. So The Monday midsole on Monday, and then keep it a buck on Thursday.
Where to chop? Yeah, where to cop cheap boost? If that's, I mean, like we don't. Nobody on the show. You do need to like. So PGH Kid has a collection. Like he has one of those collections. Like holy shit. But like, you know, so plus they're releasing their classics like Black Cement, Shadow Ones. Like I'm really get like let's see, Noah Team. Listen, nowadays I see people moving away from boots, which is great. And Nike is, because it's less limited now. Yeah, Boost seems to be sitting more so than Nike.
Oh
yeah. Nike and Jordan they are showing the world why Nike is on top.
Oh yeah. Here's the deal. I mean, there's only so many shoes you can wear for comfort. Like I have a couple pairs of Ultra Boosts that, you know, I bought them because they're supposed to be comfortable. I don't like them because of the look. But you can only have so many shoes just for the comfort. Like I buy more on nostalgia, and that's just me. I know other people buy for different reasons, but you know, Boost aren't really for me. Now, my son, on the other hand, he likes Boost and he likes Dame Lillards and all types of weird stuff that, you know, but you know, I'm cool with it. And you know, I'm glad to see the new people coming into the culture and doing their own thing. You know, I celebrate diversity when it comes down to it. I'm not going to shun you because you don't like Jordans. I'm not going to shun you because you don't like LeBrons. You know, like you're allowed to like whatever you like. Now, if you come into my area and you talking shit about my shit, then I reserve the right to roast you. But you know, we can go back and forth. You know, I could be like sometimes.
Yeah, you get petty, and I love it personally, individually, like because I generally wear a lot of the same kicks as you, so you know. But sometimes you be getting at me. You be getting at me with the Air Max and some of the Sauconys and the Saucony or my Diadora the Explorer or whatever. Y'all gave me such a fucking hard time about that shit. That shit. I wanna show something to you because I haven't been on my YouTube channel in a really long time. Like, there's only 14 folks watching now. How do you feel about Drake most likely moving to Adidas? What do you think about Drake moving to Adidas?
I honestly don't think that it really matters that much. I think that with Nike, his shoes were so limited that, you know, they sold, but I mean, how much of a dent are they taking out of Nike with him not being there if he decides to move? I just think he's in between contracts right now, so he's kind of using both to leverage, because one day he's wearing a Nike outfit, the next day he's wearing an Adidas pants. So he's smart about what he's doing. It's just, you know, I don't think it matters at all.
Yeah, I don't think it matters either. I think Drake will have more creative freedom.
Right.
Like Marl saying, Marl wants Drake with 3 Stripe, and I think that he's going to have more creative freedom. You know, take a look at Pharrell, who
right,
you know, he's got his own sneaker. I mean, it's an NMD, but you know, it's still a different look on the NMD. And you have, you know, Kanye, who's got that very successful Adidas line. I'm not a big fan of either one of them, but I'm glad for Drake. I hope he gets some more creative freedom. I hope he gets to be able to make a shoe he wants. I think Nike. Yeah. So who does Nike have left though in terms of non-athletes?
Travis.
I had Travis Scott. But even then, that's not Nike's. That's not Nike's thing. Nike's thing is and has always been premier athletes.
Right.
You know, and like and Adidas has been plugged into hip hop and entertainers since back in the day. Run DMC. Yeah, Run DMC. I mean, even though they weren't necessarily a part of the Adidas deal in the beginning, like Run DMC is known for their
shell toes and
shell toes with no laces, like
right.
Which I don't know how they did that. That would drive me bananas. Like they would fall clean off my feet. Word, what's good? What's good? Word is in the house.
Hey, Word, right. Kendrick too.
Yeah, Kendrick. He left. Who was he with? Reebok. Reebok.
Reebok. Or Reebok Adidas, same deal.
You know, and Fear of God is going over to Fear of God has a line coming out with Nike. So you know, it's whatever. That's not really Nike's thing. It's just not. Let's see. I want to talk about this shoe that I have in this bag right here.
Uh-oh. The Grail.
Like, look at this. They both come with a bag. They both come with this Ben 23 bag, right? And then, like,
one apiece.
Yeah, like they both came in their own bag and shit.
That's how the 750s came. One, and they had 2 bags.
Like, oh, you see that? Like,
yeah, those are dope.
Like that angle right there.
I don't have anything that compares to it, but I do have these.
You do, and I do not, and I do not, and they are on my list.
It doesn't compare, but these are a pair that I just kept waiting for them to retro, and then they wouldn't. So
yeah, look.
I had to.
Can you see that number right there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know a number that's
1650. Was it the 23? Is it 1623?
No, what was yeah, they had a total of all these kicks. Daniel got to be a drug dealer. 1723. This is number 1657. What was our piano guy's number?
I forget what it was. I thought it was like 1623, and I think that's the number that everybody gets. That's how you know that it isn't real.
623. I think it's 623.
Okay, maybe.
And they come.
I'm pretty sure it had a 2-3. Like that's extra things that I guess the packaging. If you get excited about the packaging, but me myself, I'm like, fuck the box. I mean, I keep the box because that keeps my stuff together. But
So I'm reading the comments here. Like I caught the pair. They're nice as fuck. Ray Allen. The Ben 13s, Ray Allen 13s. What do you think my rarest sneaker? So Mindus.
Probably those.
You think? I mean, probably, like not the Big Apples.
Those are pretty rare. I mean,
the Big Apples are a PE, and I think the More Than a Game 7s are one of 123, and they had New York, LA, Shanghai, Paris, Akron.
But I think that when you compare LeBron to a Jordan, as far as like we talked about it earlier, as far as LeBron and Jordan playing, that's one story. But when it comes to shoes, it's a whole different story to me. Well, like I'm more outside with the.
I have more Jordans than anything in my collection, but I love some LeBrons. Like I love LeBron. So, and Maul made a good distinction, but Molly Maul, like rare or value. Like the PG EYBLs I have are rare, but their value isn't on this level. The frags that I have are rare. Like their value
is high.
Right, but they aren't necessarily rare. You know, I have some LeBron academies. I have PG or not PG, Kyrie academies. I have, and these are all like promos. So I mean, it's really like what you're looking for is, do you want like a high dollar value? Which this is the second most expensive sneaker that I have.
How much did that run?
It ran me.
How much is it going for?
18.
Okay.
I did not pay 1,800.
This is probably my most expensive shoe.
Yeah, but that thing is on a whole nother level. Like that's like iconic. I mean, it's like this. Like I feel like this is the most iconic 13. I feel like that's one of the most iconic 4s.
Well, there's a few 4s because they got the M&Ms. Right. Those are on a
different level. Like the M&M, the Undefeated, all of those are on a different level. Let's see. Let me say what's up to Ben here. What's up, Ben?
LeBron 7s. Yeah, LeBron 7s are probably the best. LeBron, even though it's similar to Jordan 11.
I think the 8s are my favorite. But like Schumann and I was talking about the Hero Pack. I do not have the Hero Pack. I would love to have the Jordans, the pennies, and the what was the other one? Football, baseball guy, Deion Sanders.
Bo Jackson.
Listen, are you going to buy the Bread 4s next year? If they don't have the Nike, if they don't have the Nike Air, I'm not getting them. I've got what year did they come out? 2014.
They're gonna the
Breads?
Yeah, the Bread 4s. They came out 2012. but
Right, and I have
they
those.
are gonna have the Nike Air on them. So I'll definitely be getting those for sure. Probably like 3 or 4 pairs of those, definitely.
So the Shumanati, the thoughts on the Zoom generation LeBron 15. I think it's
Fire.
the second best 15 out of the LeBron watch to drop, hands down. There's nothing. My girl is a Jordan 1 Flight 4.
What's that?
I don't know. I feel like I need to Google that shit.
Is that the Don C? No, he's got a three bottom on that, so it'd be a 1 and a 3.
Bread 3 or the bread 4. Hey, Maul, the bread 4 is dropping February 19 with the Nike Air on the back. But so, and somebody asked about the Don C's, and I'm not buying them. I mean, they're like, how much are they? Like, didn't they say 300? Like,
really, 3?
I think that's what I heard. Either way, I'm not gonna get them.
I get the red ones.
It's a fusion, though. It's a fusion. It's a 1, 2, and 3. So I mean, like, if you're gonna hate on the Son of Mars or what's the other one? The Son of Spizikes, you shouldn't be getting them. No,
I don't think that you have to like every fusion in order to like some, because I like the original Spizikes, like the white pair and the black pair. I dig both of them. I almost bought the black pair because they were like $100 at Finish Line, or Foot Locker. But I was like, do I really need to buy these shoes with all the stuff around? Like, say if it was last year when I was just buying and buying and buying, I would have definitely bought them. But I dig those. There's some other fusions that I dig.
I hate the Son of Mars. I hate them.
I think that it takes away from, because of the way everybody looks at them. Like, they kind of take the specialness, and everybody says it doesn't matter what other people say, but to a point, it does matter. It influences you subconsciously, where if someone's riding a pair of shoes, you're not going to go out and buy those to go ahead and deal with that backlash. I mean, if you really like them, then you will. But if it's something that's just like, I kind of like them, you're not going to run that risk. And, you can say that it's following, being a sheep or whatever, but it's real shit. People don't own up to it. They're like, oh, I don't like them because they're ugly. But I was like, well, when Fat Joe came out with the first Spizikes, everybody was trying to buy those with the white ones with the red and the green. Yeah. Everybody's trying to buy it. But then they went and did 100,000 different colorways on them and killed them.
Right. And that's what Nike does. Nike does it. They did it with the Up-Tempo last year. Like,
right.
They didn't have it for forever. Let's Retro Bubble 4s and Fear Force myself as a grad gift. I mean, I think that'd be dope, but I'm not buying you that. Like, I got to buy the Fear Force for myself, but, congratulations on graduation. Like,
yeah, man.
I think
congrats.
Yeah, if your parents
you'll be able to buy your own after a while.
That's all. Yeah, that's awesome. As long as
don't do it on a credit card.
Yeah, credit card is bad business. So Shumanati asked a question here. So it's Nike is a marketing genius the way they've been doing the LeBron watch through the app. Would you like to see more releases drop this way? Fuck no, baby.
Fuck. No, I think they're missing the mark on these drops. Honestly, right. I think that the best shoes that they put out on that watch didn't even get released, because the ones, like you said, the Zoom generation, that one's the second one. The first one is that red Prime Time, to me.
Right. And that one, I mean, like, for me, it's South Beach red Prime Time. I forgot all about the red Prime Time, and then the Zoom generation one. But the South Beach one was so badass.
I think the way that I could wear them, because I wear mine to ball in, so the Zoom generation and the red one will look better, I think, on foot doing that. The South Beach would be cool just to have to wear here and there. I really couldn't match it up with as much, but
right. But I mean, all you gotta wear is black, man. That's it. You wear black, and let the shoes do the talking. So Kev, I know me and you.
Any of them?
No, 0. I rated 0. I got 0 on. I tried for all of them and got 0. I don't know how you say a name, but it's Mindestlohner. That guy. What do you think about the designer dad shoes? I'm Balenciaga, Triple S, so the Gucci's. Like for me, they are all trash.
Yeah,
I hate
agree.
them.
I agree. I think they're terrible, and I think that I don't understand how people like them. Like I don't see anything about them that's appealing. Now the Wave Runners, I guess you could kind of consider a dead shoe. And when I first saw them, I hated them, and then I kept looking at them. I was like, all right, they're not too bad, but I hadn't seen them in person. But when I seen them in person, they went right back to trash because it looks like it's painted on pretty cheap.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So yeah, I don't like the Balenciaga Triple S. Is I can't believe that people are actually considering wearing these things. Like these are things that like your substitute teacher would have, and you be in the back of the classroom just roasting them the whole day, and then you'd be like, I don't want you to talk to me until you come out with some shoes that you can't get at Burlington Coat Factory or some shit like that.
I don't understand the outsole on the Balenciaga Triple S like at all. Like, and I've tried to like, and I've seen them, and I get that there's a certain part of me that's just not fashion oriented. Like that's just not me at all. I'm not that guy.
Now.
I'm not that guy
not anymore,
and I will never be that guy. But the fact of the matter is like there's like 4 midsoles like piled up on top of each other that I just can't do.
Right. Like, do you have those? Do you have that commercial where that old lady's? I think it's called like the feet doctor or something. She's got like 5 different insoles in her shoe. It's like, how the fuck do you get your foot in that bitch? What up, Damn D?
Damn D's in the chat. Yeah. Hey, blame Kanye and other cheap hype beasts that follows for any trends for those dad shoes. I think there's a certain amount of like. There's always a pendulum, right? There's a pendulum with everything, right? And what we've seen is like this, push this way for like the technology and like, with the Boost and the PrimeNet, BattleNet, all these like, push toward the technology. And then the swing is back this other direction. And it started with the Monarch, like when people, even though it was a joke, like they started with the Monarch and it became this other thing.
When they start putting elephant print on the tip of them, and then people wanted to start, let's get it customized and change the game. Like, no, these things are trash.
Yeah, it's not for me. Should Off-White do a Nike Monarch? I'm sure they will. Is Kanye losing his reach? Absolutely not. There'll always be those guys that follow Kanye, and anyone caught the ATQC Vans. I don't know what that is.
A Tribe Called Quest. Oh, I didn't.
Tribe Called Quest. I needed to look at that and try to like I'm not trying to decipher that. I saw a kid lacing up a pair in the mall today.
Of the Vans.
Yeah, and I think that to each his own. Like when we start pushing, like so the Don C straight boo boo. I wouldn't go as far as say it's boo boo. It's not for me.
It's gonna be a sleeper. People are gonna warm up to it because if you really look at it, those people, they talk about their quality snobs and things like that, and they want shattered backboard. That leather looks pretty strong.
Yeah,
on the upper.
Right, and I'm not gonna say that the shoe is not a good silhouette. Like it looks all right. Like I like the way he mixed it. Like I think it's all right. Like the first pictures we saw when they were like squished, I was like, oh, this is rough. But anything with a 3 midsole and outsole is already clean, right? Because that's like it's just for me that's a no brainer. And then that 4-foot strap I think is cool because I can already see people not strapping that and kind of leaving it up at an angle.
Right.
And then the one upper, parts of the 2, like, it's dope, but it's just not for me. Hold on, let me answer some of these questions here. I'm not gonna get the Prom Night 11s. I'm not. I have a list. I have a list on my Instagram. If you go check out my Instagram, it's on there.
That list is gonna change.
That list is not gonna change. What do you think Off-White should do? Huh?
You gonna get the six rings? No, you don't like them?
It's not that I don't. Excuse me. It's not that I don't like them. I do. I like them, but I'm not gonna buy them. You know.
I think they're gonna trick you into getting one of them, and then you're gonna have to get the other two because it's three of them that come out the same day.
Which is why I can't get one. I can't get one because if I get one, I'll have to get all three. You know, it's like I didn't want to try to get all three of Lists is written in invisible ink. It is not. I think the Off-White should do a Jordan 4 before they move on to a 7.
I hope not, because I don't want to come out of pocket for that. I'd have to do that one if they did it. But other ones, you know, I can kind of cry about for a hot second, and then I'm all right. But a 4, I'd probably have to go after.
I need Maul to stop. Maul's like, Dan needs those 2 lows. I don't need those 2 lows. I have the 2 OG 2s that I want. Which Off-White Jordan 1 do you like better? I don't like. I'm not gonna be popular in this opinion. I do not like any of the Off-White Jordan 1s.
The first one's all right. The white one, I don't see
Chicago.
A point. Yeah, the Chicago is I like, and
I don't like any of them. I really don't.
Carolina one is.
I think the Carolina one's better than the white one. But for me, I get the hype behind them, and I think I think they're all right looking. Just for me, I buy Jordans for the nostalgia, you know. And there's too much going on, and they took too much away from that shoe, adding to that shoe. You know what I mean? And I think Virgil's a genius, and I think what he did was really cool, and he made that shoe his own. What the fuck is there a problem in colorful laces? What the fuck is their problem in colorful laces? I think the Vapor Max and the Prestos were probably the best out of the pack in my opinion. I did like the Blazers, but I don't particularly care for that line. Like, I think Virgil took something that was classic and made it his own and put his own spin on it, and that's really cool. But for me, it's I buy Jordan for the nostalgia of what he was doing, what he was wearing, and that for me is missing. You know?
I think in order to appreciate it, you have to look at it a different way. You either have to look at it as a whole new, product, or you have to look at it as what could have possibly been, like how the Tinkers are yanking at the nostalgia, you know, of something that it could have been. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at it that way in order to really appreciate it, because if you when you compare it to what you really like, then it's different. So it's never gonna add up to that. So.
Right, and it's great. Like, it has to be its own entity. Like, just for me, one, it's not a $2,000 shoe.
Oh, fuck no, it's definitely not.
Like, I have dropped $1,200 on a pair of sneakers, but it's just not. It's not for me. That shoe. How do you feel about OG Jordan 1 colors being remixed over and over? I am grateful, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to get what you missed out on.
Right, I'm able to get them. And not only that, but like when you compare the 2013 releases, which they dropped the full OG colorway deal, this hair is awkward. They dropped the full in 2013. They dropped the Shadows, the Royals, they dropped them all, the Black Whites.
Yeah.
And now they remixed them and gave them the better quality leather that you see on the remastered editions. And they were a little taller. Like the back cut is different versus the 2013, 14 to the 17, 18 releases. No cap. 1,200. I'm sleep. Which DB is my favorite? This one is my favorite. Yeah, but look, I mean, like, there's nothing like this shoe ever.
I like those too. I think we all ended up with them, right? I think we all.
Everybody's got them. I think Mike sold his pair.
Did he?
So, yeah, Mike don't keep shoes. You know that,
man.
Mike, he sells shoes.
I can't. I couldn't. I'd sell some of these like doubles I had before I sold something that I really liked, like those.
Right, but you have, like, I don't have doubles. I don't think Mike does either. But Mike only buys what everybody else wants.
Yeah, well, he does.
And
He
I
does.
would say that to his face, so it's not like I'm talking shit
Oh, I know.
behind his back.
Oh,
I would say that to his
we all joke
face.
about that though, because
Right.
he gets it, and then when he sees something else that he likes more than that's what I guess he's able to part ways with it.
Right, because he doesn't have like I can't sell like I've gotten rid of all the shit that I can get rid of, you know. Um, I can't sell anything that I have now. Like
Right.
everything that I have, I absolutely love. Um, yeah, there's nothing there's nothing I can get rid of. Mike is yeah, but he's a lovable hype beast. And like I don't really have a problem with people being hype beasts. I don't have a problem with resellers. I don't have a problem with anybody in the sneaker community. I won't say culture, but I don't have a problem with it. Like for me, it's all a part of the same community. You know, these people see a way to make $1 and they're able to get their piece. And you know, I wouldn't have a third of the shoes that I have if it wasn't for resellers.
Right.
You know?
Same. I mean, same to a point. I buy a lot from resellers, so I appreciate them. But as far as Mike, what he does is, you know, he'll buy a pair of shoes, you know, suck all the feeling out of the shoe and then get rid of it. But he'll make a good decision on it because he'll make money out of the deal and then be able to cop them again if he wants to for less. So I can't fault him for that. I just can't. I'd rather not deal with the whole process of getting it to somebody else and having. I just rather keep it. And then if I don't have the funds to do it, to buy a pair of shoes that I want at that point, I just wait until I do.
Right. I just save up, you know, or I've gotten to know people over the time frame that have let me like gone fishing foams are dope, but like they've let me like I'll just send them money here and there, and then you know when I send them a little bit of money, they'll send me back a receipt, you know, and then you know 3 months down the road they're mailing me hardwood classics, you know.
Yeah. You got that layaway.
Yeah, it's basically a layaway action, you know, and I'm cool with that. Like, you know,
nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's a good way to not stress yourself out financially over something that you don't really, you know,
right. I said
you don't
$200, $250. Hey, what's good? What's good? So yeah, I haven't been on my individual. I haven't posted a video since Christmas time.
Yeah,
and it's just I have found that how can I put this?
It's time consuming, man. The edit process.
Well, it's not even at the time because I never minded the editing, unless it's Maul's video because that video is so long. I still haven't edited that damn video. I owe Maul. I'm gonna have to buy him a pair of shoes or something.
Maul's got what does he got? He's got over 1,000 shoes, doesn't he?
I'm not gonna throw his number out there. I know the exact number of singles he has, but then again, there's like 15 that we missed, and then there's like another 30 that he's copped since then. But I like ultimately like that dude has triples of some, and his collection, his collection is bananas. And like, how can I put this? The editing of this video is difficult because to edit that kind of video, it's like you have to cut every part. This shoe, this shoe, this shoe, this shoe. You're a huge inspiration to me, being a covered opiate addict, man. And you know, thank you. And that to me is probably the most important thing about any of this for me was if I can connect with an addict, alcoholic, or if I can connect with somebody who struggles physically. You know, that for me is the best way to do something. So yeah, and I'm also drinking the Surge, man. It brings me back to 1996 when these things first dropped. They're in my jam.
So are they fully back now?
Yeah, they're constantly in gas stations, and
I feel like they're bringing back every little old 90s thing because I saw New York Seltzer came back, and there was something else that was Clear Pepsi was back for a minute.
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi was back, and then there's that Clearly Canadian, that like bubbly water. I saw some of those back. Shumanani says, "What is it that keeping you away from making content?" Okay, so to clearly, or to clarify that for me, so I got to experience a lot of the YouTube sensation side. I got to meet a lot of the big names in YouTube. And what I realized, there's two things. What I realized is a lot of the people that, a lot of the sneakerheads that are on YouTube, if sneakers were not hot, their channels would not be sneaker oriented. Yeah, no, they would do something else, and you're starting to see that now. Like, there's like a diversification, which I think is intelligent. I think it's smart. Like if you're going to have a YouTube channel, you have to diversify your content. And they're going to Fortnite because that's what's hot right now. They're playing video games. They're going on Twitch, and I think that's smart. And I congratulate them for all the success that they have. So that was the first thing. Is I am a sneakerhead. Like, I love sneakers. I love the people, the community. We never seen that video. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, and I would definitely try to get the Flint 13s if I don't buy them, the 2010 ones. So I just felt a disconnect from that. And there's a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people that are playing, that are not playing, but they are, like, it's saturated. It's saturated. The sneaker YouTube is saturated. And a lot of those guys are getting they do it full time. So kudos to them, and they're able to make a living off of that. And their content is based off of getting pairs and showing those pairs off and showing them what they wear them with. And so for me, I'm not getting free pairs like that. I'm not getting seeded pairs. Like, I have to buy everything. And two, I stopped making, because the primary consumers of my YouTube content were, young adults from 13 to 25, right? And Polar Bear, I got you. So what my concern was do I want my kids to emulate what they see on YouTube? And I don't. I do not. I want them to be critical thinkers. I do not want them to follow follow the majority. I want them to look at something and do that. And so what I was able to recognize through some self-reflection was that I was feeding that beast, and so for me, sneaker YouTube was one of those things that I had to cut. Like, I wasn't bringing anything to the table that I would be proud of, that I would want to define my legacy as a man. So yeah, that's a long-winded answer for that. Sorry. My son wants to know if it's okay to like Nike and Adidas. It's absolutely okay to like whatever you want. No one tells you or no one can honestly tell you what is okay to like and what is not okay to like. If you like Nike and Adidas, if you want to get out there with an Adidas tracksuit with a pair of Jordans on and some Reebok socks, fire it up.
Like, my son does it. He doesn't give a shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay to like both. I happen to like Nikes. I don't particularly care for Adidas all that much. And I am 100% not a celebrity. I am, my kids don't think I'm famous. When my kids think I'm famous, then I'll be like, yeah, I guess I'm famous. But until that point, I'm just a sneakerhead.
I want to touch on what you're talking about as far as the videos and things like that, and the return on investment as far as your time, because I think that it's probably most disheartening to see people, like you said, that aren't really into sneakers that are using this as a platform, and the big companies and the big brands recognizing them as focal points and creating titles for these people in our community or our culture or whatever that we don't recognize as people that should be there. Like, I recognize somebody like a Jock Slade or a Jumpman Bostic or a Nightwing as somebody that's like a pillar in the community that I definitely want to see get seated. But you see other people that are getting seated that they're not at that level to me, and I think that that's probably why it's hard to go and invest the time away from your family. To create content that way. The live is perfect because, while it does take time away, once you do it, it's done.
Right. And this goes back to the conversation you and I were having earlier today. Every time I say yes to something, I'm saying no to something else, right?
Right.
So every time I say yes to something in the sneaker community, I am saying no to time with my children,
Right.
And that's the biggest difference between me and a lot of these other sneaker YouTube cats is they don't have 2 children at home that are dependent upon them, right?
Right.
I have 2 children here that are dependent upon me as the primary physical guardian, as the quotes would put it. I love that I have 2 thumbs down.
What?
Saying nothing but positive stuff. 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, well,
I love,
you know.
I love the internet. Yeah, but like I can't sacrifice that much time. I can't do it and feel like I'm being the best father that I can be. I did in 2017. I went to, I hit the road hard. I sneaker vlogged everything, every pickup, every sneaker con I went to, the plane rides. Like I gave it a year of my life. And I will try anything for a year. All right. And after that, like, I've got to try something different. Like, I wasn't getting the fulfillment out of that process that I wanted,
Yeah. You just have to fine tune to find out what balance works for you and your kids.
Right.
Because, you had committed yourself to, see what that direction was going to take you and see what was going to be, the benefits of that. Because if it benefits you a lot, then it trickles to your kids too. So, I think as a dad, you're going to try to do something that, all right, well, hey, I could possibly make a living doing what I love and then set my kids up in a decent way and
it was something I tried. I tried to do it, I gave it a whirl, and there's nothing else what my kids can see from that or what other people can see from that. Whoever wants to look for inspiration there. I tried something for a year. It didn't work. I moved on. I don't look at it as a mistake. I met some amazing friends along the way. I got to experience some cool things. I got, Ma took me up to the Stance. I got to go to the Stance Socks like corporate and stuff. And I tried to play basketball and it was horrible. It was a horrible experience. It was embarrassing. So listen, good life for good food. Hey, Jonathan De La Roca. I like that name. I wish I had like a cool ass name like De La Roca. Like I just sound like some fucking mouthwash.
But you know what though? What's awesome about kind of category or like making a diary, like a digital diary, was that's something that your kids are going to be able to go back and look at and see a side of you that you weren't able to articulate to them, or you weren't able to show them while they were kids, and where they may have overlooked certain things and not thought that you were thinking about them. They can see in your videos where your head was and what you were thinking. So I think that's going to be valuable to them down the road.
Yeah, there's a year of my life that is, archived on YouTube.
Right.
And it was fun. It was really fun to do. Like I said, I got to meet some cool people. The show got started out of that, and that was all of that was worth it to me to experience and to do. So, until I have enough time in my life to where I can sit down for 3 hours every day, edit a video, post a video, comment back, until that becomes like a thing that I can do in my lifetime. It's YouTube is just something I watch a ridiculous amount of YouTube. But I mainly watch like nerdy channels like Vsauce and Philip DeFranco and Science and Math.
I watch different shit too. I mean, but the newest thing I've been watching is this Roast Me show. Man, you got to watch this show, man. It is savage.
I subscribe to it on there.
It is savage.
And like it's YouTube. Let me see. Hold on. I have no plans. I have no plans. I don't have any kids. So I like making those shoe reviews and stuff, and they were cool. But how many people review the shoes that come out. I hope I don't offend you or anything, but what Jordan would be the best for combat? Huh. Yeah, I'm definitely not offended.
Probably the 8.
I would, yeah, the 8, the 9, or the 12. Yeah, one of the 8, 9, or 12, maybe even the 13. That's not offensive to me at all. I'm a combat veteran. I'm not one of the vets that are like, oh, I don't talk about my war experience. Like, that's not my thing. I clearly wear my war experience out for all to see, like my war experience, ended up with me not having a leg. So there's that, but that's like, I would say the 8, the 9, or the 12. I have a man bun right now.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a very tiny man bun.
How long are you gonna keep that?
Until I get my ass to the fucking barbershop. Thanks, Noah. Until I can get to the barbershop and get my hair cut. Like, the problem is, like, I'll be eating and the hair will go on my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And I already have this like curtain of like whatever I'm eating is gonna be on my face like permanently. Yeah, I'm trying, like, now I'm like stuck on what J's would I wear in combat. Are you talking about the shoe?
Probably some ones that you wouldn't give a shit about, like some
gold tongue 5s.
No, I like the gold tongue 5s.
Man. I bought them for a barbecue. I bought them for a barbecue.
They get no love, man, but I think they're a clean shoe.
So this dude, he bought a pair of Ben 13 for $750 without the box or the bag, but it's got the shoe trees and they're 9 out of 10 condition. People are saying,
and they're real.
Yeah, what's the number on it? I'm headed into basic training. So I'm headed into basic training June 4th for the Army. What was your MOS? I was a 12B. I was a combat engineer. I did 14 weeks nonstop basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Yeah, that was what I was. Now he was talking about the vids he made on YouTube. I think Eris was talking about the vids that I made on YouTube.
Yeah, he said he likes bitchachos stuff. I think he was talking about he liked the videos that you made that weren't shoe related.
Oh, my the
deep thought.
My mind videos, open mind.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't follow anybody on here, all 22 people that are currently watching, if you don't follow Steph Smitty on Instagram, you absolutely should. She's one of my favorite female sneakerheads. And her
Smitty.
Yeah, her shots are getting better and better, right?
Her shots are crazy. Yeah, they definitely. I saw a couple of LeBron ones. I think on like actual site, or people were taking them. Like a company was using them.
Yeah.
I know City Gear. I know I saw City Gear, but I thought there was another company that had them too. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right. So Jordan Crazy got them. We got the bins from Grails, which is connected to Atlas. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
What'd he say?
He got them from Atlas.
Oh yeah, Atlas is cool. He got it. I can't wait to get those H2Hs with the numbers on them joints.
Yeah, no, see, and like I can pass on the H2H, making me blush. Well, Steph, you know what you is. The best female shooter in my opinion. Like, because I consider Steph to be a shooter because she's out there with the camera, she's taking the shots out, she's got a background for it and everything. She's by far like the best female doing it.
I think her and Jody.
Jody is another one. Jody
Brooke is fucking nuts too.
Brooke's a renner.
Yeah. She moves shoes. She'll text me and be like, "Hey, should I get these?" And I'm like, "Yeah, get them. Those are dope." And then she'd be like, "All right, got them." And then I'm selling those. I think she sold a pair of stuff.
Yeah, no, she sold like 3 pairs of stuff. And Jody's shots are super clean. She's also shoots with an 85. So she has an 85 millimeter lens, and
okay.
So No, you didn't overpay. I mean, without the box and the bag, like without the box, like so for the Ben 13s, without the box and the bag, you're looking at Mosmeti. What is Rip? Rip.
R.I.P.
Ripped
off.
Yeah. I'm going to put the user in timeout because you're talking too much. So there's that. So I think you did fine. I think the 750 for the thing, like the bags and the box they're whatever, but you have the shoe and the shoe trees, which are the best part of those. So you've got the 750. I mean, that's $1,000 off. That's an $1,800 shoe dead stock with OG all. So there's that. I think you did great.
I see where she said that most females and males can't compete with Jixi, and she's got the number of shoes and she's got the knowledge, but she doesn't shoot though, does she?
She's not a shooter. Now I think one sneakerhead, like they can't, like there's a difference. So as far as collection goes, Jixi has one of the best collections. Period. Period. Like, and not only like because it's not just like one or two like Jordans. Like me, I have like Jordans and LeBrons, some Air Max, some SBs, and other Nike basketball. That lady, that woman has everything. Yeah. But she's not a shooter. She's not out there taking pictures of her, her kick. So when I'm talking about she's one of the best female shooters doing it, like Jody, Steph, who else is really a shooter like though, female wise? I mean, Bricky shoots, DJ MLB shoots, but again,
DJ MLB, yeah. I know there's a lot that I'm not thinking because she shoe game's actually been stepping things up too,
right? And so is D'Lo. D'Lo's doing her thing. She's got her little one high heel and one shoe thing, which I don't necessarily understand, but shout out to her. Native Kicks.
It's just her combo coordinate, Yeah,
when I try to one that
combos.
Can do both.
Native Kicks, yeah, Native Kicks. There's a lot. There's a lot
would you buy the Jeter 11s? The navy suede?
No way.
I didn't even buy the gray ones, and I could have got the gray ones at retail.
Let's talk about this. Did you see the video that the guy made about Pinot? Where he was talking about Pinot, this is the real truth about Pinot, and he was talking about how Pinot said something about the cause not being coming out, the black cause and the white cause, because he had a bunch of different colors, and Pinot said that they were fake, which they were probably all fakes because they had pink ones and stuff or whatever.
Right.
His dude's got his panties in a bunch about what Pinot does, and when the blacks came out, he was like, "Oh, see, I told you," but he didn't just say the black ones. You had pink, purple, orange, and then he had a pair of Jeters that he's like, these are sample pair, bruh. I'll send you
5. There were 5. I think I saw that. There were like 5 pair.
But he got a pair that were like, well, these were different because they didn't look like the pairs that you see.
No,
these were like flea market joints. He's like, well, that stitch is a little messed up. No, it was just like, bruh, come on, man. You're selling Supreme Yeezys and you're trying to tell me that shit is real, bro?
No. Oh,
dude lives in Ohio too.
What's that dude's name?
It's
Pino posted about it in his story
today. I was talking to Pino.
No, at some point. I don't know. It may not be in the story.
I was talking to him about it today. Hold on, I texted him.
Hot take: Raptors will beat Cavs in a 7-game series. What do you think about that, Kev?
Cavs in 5. Restoring Humanity.
That's not.
That's the guy's name. Restoring Humanity.
Let's see. Bitch, ain't nobody say Siri. Why are you restoring humanity? There it is. Yeah. The Illuminati of. He's got all. No, okay. So dudes like this, who is this typing in another language? You know what the part about this dude typing in another languages is? Who is he talking to?
I don't know.
Because I don't understand what he's saying. Like
he's probably cussing us out.
Yeah. Um, so he's got 475 people. How gay is Pino? Like that's like, so apparently that was his picture right here.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And
Banana.
Noah, you guys can be number one in the East right now, just like the Celtics were number one in the East last year. But who went to the finals? The Cavs. What happened? Didn't the Raptors get beat by the Cavs recently? I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is when it comes down to 0 dark 30 and Bron is on his shit, it's a wrap. Nobody in the East is touching him. And I mean, with Kyrie out, it's an easy walk.
All right, I think this dude has 475 followers on Instagram, and maybe like I don't know how many he has on. I don't know. Let me pull up his YouTube thing here.
Like 30, I think. I don't know. It's something else. His name is something else, I think. Maybe it is. No, it is Restoring Humanity.
It's Restoring Humanity. He has 54. All right. So yeah, rest in peace, Kyrie. Rest in peace. So when you look at like hip hop, think about a hip hop beef, right? A hip hop beef. You have these little guys that go after these giants, right?
Right.
And what they end up getting is they get their name mentioned by these giants. So people go and check out their fucking music, and then it works out to their benefit. So this guy is playing a card out of hip hop where I'm gonna go for this, yeah, exactly. 50 Cent going for Ja Rule, tearing him down, even though Ja Rule was a singing motherfucker. Like, I mean, he's a cookie monster.
Yeah. He was rapping too, but he was.
What would I be without you?
He killed him though.
Yeah,
he killed him out of the game.
So when it comes to like what Pino is doing, nobody's doing what Pino does better than Pino. Nobody. Right. So yeah, Triple X are the same thing. Like, I mean, it's kind of been going on for years and years and years. I mean, like a purple cause would be cool. A red one would be cool too. I think having like the Inside Out guys, like the talking about the Inside Out, like you can see their insides on the outside. Those cause dolls, the helping the friends, the best friends, like you can see their insides. I think like what's his name? Kick Dot. Your boy with the LeBron.
Yeah. Are you talking about Jason?
Yeah. He had he computer manipulated the pair of cause, and or half of it was gray on the outside. The cause companions. Thank you. Go best friend. Go best friend. So it's gray on the outside and then like color inside. I think that's really cool. I think I would love to see something like that. I feel like that would be more true to cause as an artist. But like the fact of the matter is like dudes like that's he's trying to validate his product. His product is bougie. His product is fake. Not even bougie, because bougie's good now. His product's fake. He's got fake shoes and he's selling them. And regardless, the minute Pino mentions his name, he will make some sales on them fake ass shoes. He will.
Right.
And it's good business for him.
Do buy them.
Yeah, it's good business for him. It's bad business for Pino to engage. And that's just, it is what it is.
But he knows that Pino don't play that shit. So I think that Pino blocked him. So
good for Pino.
He did a good move. Because I think that probably would have got baited into saying some stuff.
I think you can get baited into saying, like, you can. I'll give him some love. Like, thumbs up, guy.
Yeah, I either get baited or I just delete right away, and then I block, and we keep it moving. And then if they come back, then as a different name, then they come back as a different name, and I block them and delete them again. It could be a game for everybody.
I don't know how to spell. Hey Steph, I don't know how to spell the Mutombo. So Pino is the Mutombo.
Yeah, he doesn't play, man. He'll kill you on this video real quick and move right to the next shit to talk about too.
And next with Nike, and Jordan Brand up next. He
does not. He doesn't play.
I don't think Pino would mention anyone on his channel like that. He'd probably just roast him in a story. That's exactly what he would do. It's exactly how that would go. I think that's exactly what Pino's done in the past and probably going to do on the situation. I mean, Joe's a
I
good
think
dude.
that guy had like 4 likes and 3 dislikes, like on the thing he's talking about Pino.
Right, and like I wonder, let's see how many views he's got on that.
It's probably quite a few because
The true story about Pino. Like, okay, so and he uploaded this video. It's got 65 views, right? So
I guess not.
here's what his Captain Shithead. All right, so here's my thing about this. Anybody that makes a whole video, right, about another man, to me, is suspect.
Yeah.
Right, to make a whole video about another dude who's successful and doing his thing and he's grinding and delivering content on YouTube, you know, or Instagram or whatever, you know, like consistently. Like he's a hater, you know, like he is insecure in himself. And for me, like, you know, that's that's not grown man shit. That's little boy shit. And I don't
the anti like gay stuff. I mean, he just this dude is, I don't know. He's gonna get the wrong people after him.
Right. Yeah. You don't want that. I don't know. Do you know anything about Rice Gum?
I know that he's a YouTuber, and then he kind of gets into beefs, but I'm not sure if they're all real. I think some of them might be simulated. Right. But I did see the like Blake Linder and with that Ari Kerrigan and what's Ray Tom.
Yeah,
like I saw them getting into stuff, and
man, I mean, but they're young cats, so they're supposed to. Like when I was younger, I was definitely, you know, I mean, like I didn't have YouTube or anything, but like I was definitely getting into fights with people.
Yeah,
you know, but they're young cats, and I think those they have a niche that they fill, and I think that the two Blakes, what's that, Blake Linder and Just Win, those boys hustle hard. Like no matter, you can say whatever you want, they're hype beasts, whatever. They only buy what everybody else thinks is cool. Say what you want about them. Those boys are out there grinding. They're out there with a camera every day. They're putting content up every day. Those boys hustle hard, man, and my hat's off to them. I don't know how they do it.
They do, but I think that a lot of us appreciate people that actually, I mean, I can't say that they grind when and Just Win may be different than Blake Linder. Blake Linder, the way I look at him is I see that, you know, he's got everything financed by his parents, which is fine. If that's the ramp that you have, then by all means use it. But I think that a lot of us appreciate people that were able to, you know, obtain their stuff, you know, a little bit more. They had to work for it themselves in order to do that. Because if you don't have to worry about paying a car payment, paying, you know, rent or whatever, then and you're getting free shoes, all you have to do is go to school and create content, or not go to school, just create content, and you don't have to worry about anything else.
Right. So I mean, I know like Benjamin Kicks, Just Win is more humble than Linder. I can give you that.
Right.
But Benjamin Cooks took his bar mitzvah money and turned that into an empire. Yeah, for himself.
And I respect that, you know, he does his thing, and I mean he's well known, but at the same point, not a lot of people have bar mitzvahs that they can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an advantage, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to use that against him, but at the same point, there's a lot of people out here, I think, that don't respect it because it's an advantage that they don't feel that they have.
So they're talking about Kais and Ray in the chat. It may not be the real story on Benjamin Kicks. I mean, either way, his parents have a lot of money, you know. Like, and all three of those cats, Benjamin Kicks, Just Win.
When we were at Sneaker Box podcast, at their after party in Atlanta, Ray was there, And I was like, hey man, like, because we were on the panel at Sneaker Box Podcast, and Kais was talking about Ray Ray and how he didn't appreciate this and this and that. And then so we were talking to Tom. We're like, man, you should probably talk to Kais like man to man instead of make a video. Like, if you get upset about somebody and that's your boy, or that's somebody that you're gonna see in person, and you might have to actually physically, if things may get physical, you may want to have a conversation with that dude before you go out and make that video like that. I mean, a lot of people sit
there
and
this is what I would do.
What Tom was like, well, this is the crazy thing about it. Tom was like, well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll talk to him. And I guess after they left the party, they went back to the hotel and they had seen Kais. And, I think he went to go talk to Kais to, settle, make things right. And Kais was like, no, fuck that. So.
Just have to.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm typing this out. Atlanta area. Yeah, they are peanut butter M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms are the best M&Ms.
I like the just the peanut ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get that you like the nuts.
The pretzel.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna desecrate you on your channel.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't Photoshop me or nothing. Don't do that.
I'm talking about Money Kicks.
Money Kicks, yeah.
Money Kicks is cool though, man. Like he's got a lot of money, but that dude he is somewhat, as crazy as it sounds, because he has all this stuff. He's a nice kid,
right?
He's a nice kid.
Sure. I mean, I don't have a problem with any of these kids doing this thing. Like, if I had the money like that, I would put my kids on and let them do that.
Right.
Noah is going at it, man. Noah, you were going to end up with a Photoshop penis around your neck.
How old is Noah?
I don't know. He's
old enough to.
He's coming. I mean, he's part of Reddit, so
he's not old enough to get in the ring, though.
He challenged Benjamin Kicks to a boxing match. I think that'd be cool. Like, that's the thing is, if I could put my kids on and and facilitate them doing something like that, I absolutely would. But I can't. And I want my sneakers. So, but I mean, it's cool. All the kicks you buy, don't lie to us. If I could, I would. Like, but I gotta buy my shit first. But I keep my kids laced up too. Like, my kids have like 12 pair of shoes. Came about to square up with some juvies.
I got a kid. I got a kid I can put on him. He's about 6.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just send my kid. I don't like. Okay, so while we're on this hip hop thing, the 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd, I don't like any of their music. I don't hate on their music. Like, it's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to them.
Yeah, I want. I mean, I've listened to them. I want music with that I can identify with. Not even identify with, but like I can hear a message. And I have heard that 6ix9ine is a pedo. We don't do those things, but to each their own. And so as far as like the wrap up that Kais, Ray Ray, young YouTuber, ShoeTuber things, I think that when you hit a status that Kais is at, you have a target on your back, and other people. Not to each their own. Like, no, I'm not. I mean, like, I'm not gonna speak on that. Like, you mess with kids, like, you're dead to me. I don't have anything for you. Word. That's what I'm saying. But like, Kais is on a whole other level. When you hit that level, you have a target on your back, and people will jump for that target. Like where Drake said, people jump for that target. People will come for the throne when you're sitting on it. And Lil Xan calling Tupac's music boring. I'm sure it is boring for him. You know who Lil Xan is?
No, but I heard about. I've seen him because I saw somebody on the Breakfast Club talking about. They said that Tupac was boring, and
right. So he's got face tattoos. Like every other SoundCloud rapper. He's got that like his teeth kind of come up at a point, like he has like an automatic lisp because of the way his teeth are. Oh, they're like this. Like, how can I get this?
Baby bottom.
He is young enough to be my kid, right?
Okay.
I listened to Tupac when I was young. He was born in '99, though. It's '99. No, so yeah, I mean, like, I
He
could
was
be
gone already.
right. Like, he's been
Yeah.
gone. Like, like I was 18. So I mean, like, that's like this kid. I mean, like so he's 18 now. So, and I was how old when Tupac died? Like, you got to think about like the lens that this kid is hearing it from. Right. He has no connection. So the lens he's hearing it through is not of the time. He's hearing it from his time. So
Right.
like I think some of my dad's music is boring. Now I have respect for it and I love some of it and it brings that nostalgia to my head, but like he has no connection to it.
Right.
So I mean he's made a career off being fucked up off of Xanax and lean. Like
Yeah, it's definitely a difference because my son, he doesn't really care for Tupac very much, but my daughter will listen to him. My daughter is a younger one. I think that it all depends on, what your flavor is. He likes
yeah.
Lil Uzi. He likes, and I don't have a problem. I listen to it in the car when I have him in the car. Listen to whatever they want to listen to. I don't have a problem with the new music. I like the old music. I love Wu-Tang, Biggie, Jay-Z, but I listen to anybody. If it's trash, and it's trash. But
yeah, and Jordan over Kobe all day. But
oh yeah,
so yeah, he was born. So I mean, the fact that you refer to Tupac as the classics, right? Like one, that hurts my ego a little bit because that means I'm old. But two, that's the thing. Like I don't like. There's classic music that I don't dig, like the 60s, some of the 60s music I don't care for, and so I mean, like if he thinks Tupac's boring, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's up to him. I mean, did he just respect them? No, but it's just not his type of music. It's not his genre. Like the same stuff that was happening in the early 90s, kids that were born in 99 and the 2000s they can't connect to that. Like Menace to Society wasn't like Menace to Society for me was one of the coolest movies ever. Right. Kids that watch that now, like, why are their pants so big?
Yeah.
Look at that old ass car.
We had so much to attach to the genre of music. We had movies that came out, like you had like New Jersey Drive, you had Friday, you had all these movies and things that tied to that type of music that created a period in your life that meant something to you. And then you have someone that doesn't get to connect with that. And that's the same kind of thing with shoes, because we connect to these Jordans and whatever. And then a lot of these kids are like, these shoes are blocky and, they're too bulky and, and they want to go to the Yeezys. And I'm cool with that because they don't have that nostalgia.
Right. And they're making their nostalgia now. Like, right. So if, in 10, 15 years, when Adidas redrops the V1, the Yeezy V1, or redrops the OG NMD, with the red and blue EVA inserts, like those people are going to go nuts because they're like, oh, I couldn't get this shoe in middle school or high school or whatever. Just like how we are. When a new Jordan, they retro OG colorway, we're like, oh shit, I gotta get it. Like it wasn't even an option. Like I had to buy the black cement 3s. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. I would have fought people in the mall if I didn't get them. Like, oh, you got a size 11? That's my 11, bitch, and hit him in the face and walked out. Like that'd have been my shoe. Like
just like that little bit that's going around the internet right now, where the guy gets in. He's at Foot Locker, I think.
Yeah, I think that shit's mad fake though.
Yeah, I think so too. Because why would you just stay in there regardless? That dude wasn't like a really big dude or nothing either.
No, we've been throwing hands. We've been throwing hands for real.
I'd have probably taken his money too.
Right? Yeah, you flashing all this money. I'm gonna slap you in your mouth, take the money in my shoes, and be on my way. I ain't the motherfucking one. But like it's a lot of the problem with old heads, whether it's hip hop, sneakers, or whatever. Is that if we don't embrace the younger generation, we are left to die. Right.
Right.
So it's we have to embrace the change and all this other stuff that's happening. So it is what it is, you know. Like,
but that's how we connect. That's how we connect. I mean, if we didn't appreciate their music, then they wouldn't even want to hear about the stories that we tell them about the music that we have. So they can't build that appreciation for the past if they're not able to feel like we listen to them. So I like the Bread 9.
I think it's all right. I mean, there's that picture of LeBron. That was I almost bought that shoe because of that.
Which one?
There's a picture of LeBron and he has the Bread 9s on. They were a PE then that he was wearing.
Okay.
You know, each generation has to pave its own way. Exactly. And you know, are we going to be a roadblock as that generation begins to pave that road, or are we going to assist them and show them how we did it?
Exactly.
You know, I think that if we become a roadblock or a speed bump, that we become a disservice to them.
Right.
You know, the Bread 9 had a white outsole, and the new ones have it all black. But so that's a PE. If you go and look for who is that? Is it Biddy?
Bibby?
Whose PE was that?
I don't know, but
let's see if I can find the picture.
The original charcoal was all black. It was
charcoal. Well, it was a gray suede like
with
color.
With a sparkle in it.
Right. But there was a PE that looked just like the one that just released. LeBron
11. I'm gonna pass on those, man. I'm gonna pass on all the 11 sure. Lows. Yep. I have the mids or highs or whatever you want to call them, and I have lows. I have 11 lows. I never wear them.
Yeah, I have 2 pair. I've got rid of some of the other ones that I had. Where is that card? It was like a basketball card. I gotta find it.
But see, Ben said, but the kids still need to show respect, and I get where you're coming. Yeah, I get where you're coming.
Respect isn't guaranteed, right?
Right.
Well, Steph Smitty says she loves 11 lows, and you should love 11 lows. They were, you know, those 11 lows are they come with a sundress. I don't know if you know that. So I'm trying to find this picture. I'm about to just walk away from it, but
yeah, the highs are mids are much better for me. Yeah. I just can't wait for the Concords. The Concords and the Breads coming out. That's my 1 and 2 right there. Right. And I mean, within a couple months with each other.
I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can't find this picture, and then I'm gonna move on.
The
LeBron Jordan Bread 9.
Said, "Oh, unless you rock rompers." That is right.
I have never rocked a romper, and if I did, it'd be the sexiest shit ever.
I don't even know where that picture is. I don't even have it anymore.
I have it somewhere saved on my phone. Biddy. I'm trying to see if I can find that picture. You know, I don't think they really messed it up. I wish I could find that picture now. I spent too much time looking for it. Pull the picture out. So I think the Concord will have a 2-3 on them, correct?
Yeah.
But they will have the
4-5.
The 4-5. So yeah, and then I'm gonna have to buy them. God damn it! I know they're gonna have the high patent leather. So I saw the emeralds today again. So whenever I think of an 11 low, like I imagine a girl wearing a sundress and little no-show socks and stuff. That's just what goes on in my head.
I think it all
I have a hard time with 11 lows.
But I don't. I'd rather wear other things than an 11 low. I rather either wear a mid or if the lowest I probably like is a 4 or a 3. That's a mid or runner.
Ugh. Like okay, like it looks like a girl shoe.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it looks like a girl shoe, but it's just the thing is, it's just like when you buy something that looks like what you like, but you rather have something else, but that's the closest to getting it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and then you end up getting what you want, and then the thing that you got that was close to it just kind of sits there and collects dust.
Right, which is
That'd be
I
like
have a bunch of those.
that'd be like if when I bought these, I was entertaining the other ones with the Jumpman on the back, but then I was like, I might as well just buy these right now, not have to buy the ones with the Jumpman on the back because I'm gonna still buy these, and then I'll just have the ones with the Jumpman on the back that'll just kind of sit there and I'll never wear them, and that's wasting my money.
Have you seen the 7 Lows?
The 7 Lows are
seen the pictures
trash
of them?
can.
Yes.
Trash.
I will.
They should not make those.
They should retract the whole idea. Yes. Period.
They should put a booty on there. So
yeah, you get that, and I'm an asshole sticker to wear directly on the side of your face.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on the Red Suede 18s? Because I know that's your
you know, I've already paid for those. I'm just waiting on them.
Right,
but I would try to double on them.
I don't go past 14. Almost. Hey, whoa! The 8 Lows is all right. No. 8 Lows is.
I don't know if I like the 8 Lows either. I don't like I don't have any 8 Lows. I got the 6 Lows are trash, and I have a couple pairs of those.
I had one pair and I got rid of them. The 5 Lows is all right. I have one pair. The Chinese New Year. I got rid of the other ones.
I have the Chinese New Year's, but the black, was it the Fire Red 5 Lows I like with the black side.
They had the black midsole.
I got them right here. Those I like because they're almost like a mid because they come up a little bit.
8 Lows are not trash. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, these, I don't know. I like them.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, I bought the dunk. I bought the dunk from above once, and I got rid of them. Like 13 Lows are ugly. What, Jonathan De La Roca? No,
I like the 13. The 13 Low is not bad because it's almost like a mid. It's not like a true low.
I like the 13 Lows better.
I like 1 Lows. Like my Chicago 1 Lows. I got those for I think like $80 at the outlet.
I don't like 1 Lows. The only low I truly like are the 8s and the 13s.
I think that I'd probably take
and the 14s. I like the 14s.
Yeah, the Laneys aren't bad.
No, yeah, like these are a low. And these
I'd rather have those in the mid though. I have those and I like them, but I'd rather have them in the mid.
I want the Ferrari really bad.
You don't have them?
No. It's a matter of time. Do you like the Sean Witherspoon Air Max? I really like the Sean Witherspoon Air Max, and I got smashed on those. And one of those do look like grandpa shoes. In my opinion, the 14s just too clunky in the colorway other than the Ferraris. No, the 14s are dope. I need more.
Black toes and last shots.
Yeah, I need the last shots and the Ferraris, and then I'm done with the lows.
I got the Ferraris.
Yeah, I do not have them. I missed out on them. I didn't know all the people that I knew now when they came out. 14's okay for me, but I only love them for the nostalgia purposes. My favorite colorway, Ferrari. That's my favorite colorway, seconded by the last shot, and then the Indiglo. I love the Indiglo one.
Yeah, I do. I love the Indiglo. That was I had those when they originally came out, and I hooped in them, and I thought that they were the shit.
Right, like because I think some of the connection that people miss. What is your least favorite Jordan? The 15.
Yeah.
The vagina gravy boat.
It is bad.
I wear a size 11 word.
I had to get a 15. I got a PSNY. I thought those were probably the best out of the ones I've seen. But I was trying to get 1 through at least 23. There's some bad ones in there.
Bro. The one with the window.
That I don't like that one. But I'm excited to get
the 15 looks like a gravy boat, and they just stuck a vagina on top of it.
I'm excited to do a picture of the 21s and the 18s red suede. Like I think that's going to be a dope picture.
That has the 2-3 like
Mm-hmm. Like a
embossed on it on the ankle.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that shit's dope. I mean, like I would never buy that shoe. I would never buy that shoe, but I get why people like that one. I'm not a fan of anything after 14, and I know like Polos is in the chat, and he would give me hell about this. You know, what do I think about the 32? I think that people play ball in that. I think it's a balling shoe, but for me, it's not. It's not made for like streetwear. You know, like I can't rock it. Maul rocks them. You know.
Yeah.
You have 32s, right?
Yes, I have one pair of 32s. I have the.
What's your opinion on them?
Any of the red ones? I'm buying. I'm buying all red. They're not as comfortable as the 31. I bought them because I thought I could hoop in them, and I tried to, and it's a no-go. So I stopped at the red one. I'm so glad that they came out with the red one first, so I didn't have to, try out a couple other ones. But yeah, it's all right. The 31 is probably the best the most comfortable basketball shoe in Jordans that I've played in.
So Polo says 1 through 23. That's it. Why do we? I mean, like, why? Yeah. Well, of course you have the 32. Why not?
Actually, I like the 28. Some of them, like the black one with the neon liner, the neon green liner, I think is kind of dope.
So BG was here saying that she's wearing the 21s to pick up the 18s tomorrow. I don't know. I can't do anything after 14.
I the 20. I bought the bread 21s too.
Do you have the gray ones with the blue?
No, I have two. I have the bread and I have the red ones. They're right here. I'll get them out.
Yeah, get them hoes. I ain't seen them in a while. Red 21s. Of course you have the Why Not 32s. Did you get any of the Russells? What are they called? What is that Russell? What's his shoe?
Oh,
Steph?
No, fuck those.
Maul got them for free.
Hold on.
I would have liked a free pair. But no. I got some Velos for free. They're pretty dope. There they are.
Oh, let me get the headset on. Yeah, so the red joints. And then I was like, these were going for low on StockX. So I was like, let me get these. I might see if I can. These are DS too. These aren't. I've worn these. They're a different shoe. That's for sure.
I always feel like I'm an asshole when y'all show shoes I don't like. I try to watch my face and shit, but then like I'll see like the camera will pan to me. I'm like,
it's different, man. Like I like the red suede brings me in, and then being able to have a number that I didn't have before. And I think Thuggus was taking some crazy pictures of these. And I was like,
I mean that shoe shoots well. It does. Any red suede shoe shoots amazingly. So Kev, what are your thoughts on Dub Zeros?
I have a pair from when they first came out, and it's not a shoe that I would buy right now because I think that they've done so much with it that it's not special.
Red suede. I don't particularly care for the Dub Zeros. Here's the thing, like I like if you like them, fire it up. Like it's not always possible for people like because you were born in 2000. I mean, you're 18, so there you go. Like I like if you like them, I like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is for me. If you want to rock them, if you want to wear some Spizikes, like Polo swears by them, the OGs. They like Polo likes them. They're just not
Spizikes. The Spizikes I like. The white pair and the black pair I genuinely like. I would rock though. I probably will buy the black ones because they're on sale. They're like under $100.
So let me tell you about a little story that happened at Dallas. We were at this we're out at this bar, It does because
Mm-hmm.
like let me hit your vape. And this chick out of fucking left field comes up to me and is like, "Do you vape?" I'm just like, "Yes," And can I hit it? And I was like, no, I don't let strangers put their mouths on my
It's gonna
things.
give you
Like,
tuberculosis.
right, like I don't know where your fucking mouth has been. I don't want that shit.
Well, that too. You have to. It's like there's DNA on here.
Yeah, I don't know whose DNA is on your teeth. I don't want that. So word, I still had that shirt. It's literally sitting on my rack over there, and I will get it to you as soon as I can. Or if you just DM me or text me your address, I'll mail it off this week. I am sorry, I've had it. Yeah, I don't want my vape laced with herpes. That's what I'm getting at. Like I'm not trying to get mouth hurt from some random bitch at a bar. Like I don't know you like that. And thank God, like, cause Steph was there, and Steph pumped the brakes on that bitch, and I was very grateful for Steph because I didn't know what to do. Because like I was like, no, I don't let people do that. And she's like, is there something wrong with my mouth? I'm like, no, And Steph just like, bah, like
I could definitely see that happening.
it was great though. It was like it's just like, oh no. Let's see. What about the 3 colorways of Jordan 1s that are going to drop? The ochre, the clay, and then the blue. The Black Toes series, like there's that yellow. Steph is not just a keyboard thug, that is for sure. Are you gonna get all 3 of them?
All 3, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get all 3. I think I'll get the 6 rings and probably the blue ones.
You're gonna get these?
I'm not gonna get those.
Why would you get these?
I might have a pair that look like that.
Like, are you gonna get a pair made
with no stamp on them?
So
yeah,
they're like
I might.
The ones that this dude's talking about. They have like it's like this, just like this,
Yeah.
but it has yellow right there, and then there's like this like
and the swoosh is yellow.
Right? No, it's black.
No, they're all the same color as the
all the 6
accent
rings
pieces. Yeah, the 6 rings, the ochre, the green clay, and then it's like a blue one too, I think. But they're all the swoosh all has the same color as the
blocking up here.
Yep. And then they're also different. They're different material too.
Hype beast, Dan. I'm not a hype beast.
I want those, but they're not worth $2,000 or $1,750. They're not worth it to me.
I did not pay that much for these.
A 160. Like at one point, I was gonna trade like a pair of Yeezy 750s and get cash for them, and I should have done it.
Yeah.
But that was at the point where Yeezys were just kind of climbing,
right?
And and I never would have thought that a 1 would get to that high of price. Like I'm curious to see. Well, how many of those did they make?
I don't really know the production numbers on the frags.
I would guess that it'd be less than the H2H.
They're not numbered.
So I wonder what those will actually come out to.
I wonder, maybe I can find it out. Maybe I can see. Do you think that all of the Jordan 1s flooding this year will hurt the ones? Never.
Nope.
No, the one will last forever and ever and ever. It's a classic silhouette. Like there's so many shoes based off of insert SpongeBob picture here. Oh, I'm not hype beast. Okay, yeah, I got you. I always Steph does this weird writing where it's like uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. I never know what. I was like, why are you? Yeah, she sent me that one time, like mocking me, and I didn't know what she was. I'm like, why are you typing like that? She had to explain it to me, and I kind of felt stupid. Because she's on the internet. What was I just looking for? Oh, production. I feel like there's a lot of them. Like I don't think it's rare. I just think they're hard to get. Numbers of frag 1s. I don't know. I have no idea. We're gonna Google this shit together. We're going on an adventure together to determine. You know, I don't know, man. I don't think I. The shoes currently sell between $1,500 and $2,000. I know that, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the paired shattered backboards are skyrocketing. They are.
Yeah,
That's.
I got 2 pairs of those.
I am old, and I didn't know that.
But I think that the H2H will go even faster with them being numbered.
Right. Well, the numbered pair will.
Yeah.
Lister a shoe every man should have in their collection. Brad's Black Toes Royal Chicago's one of them. You've got to have. In my mind, you require. Why don't you text Pino and see if he can tell you what the production number is? In my mind, you need one of the big four. The big four for me in Google Adventures. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you got to be careful, Kamikaze Cobra, of where you might land up. You got to have one of the big 4 ones. You got to Brad's Black Toad, Chicago's Royals. You got to have one of those. You got to have one of the cement 3s, either white or black. You got to have one of the either white cement or Bread 4s. Like, and those 3 are one of the shoes you have to have. You have, like, to me, if you want to, like, if you feel like, what does my collection need? You need one of those. You have to, in my mind.
Homage ones are cops.
Homage 1 is a drop for me.
Copped.
Yeah, you've already got them en route. So, like, it's for me. I have no desire to get that shoe. I have the 2 originals. Like,
yeah, I got those too.
Yeah, and it's cement. I say cement. That's how you say that word, cement. God, I it's been like a year of me getting hell for saying cement. How I say cement.
He's checking right now. He's gonna ask right now.
Like, drop like he just got ran up on by the cops. Yeah, like a bag of dope, man. I got a pair retail and sold them a month later for like 20, and I'm kicking myself now.
A pair of what?
The homage? I'm confused by that statement.
They had the H2H, weren't they sample that like a couple years ago? And then they were kind of going around.
What's that?
I got a few minutes.
All right. Well, we're almost at 2 hours.
All right.
Like, we got, like, if we can, you got 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
We'll do 10 more minutes and then be out. But, like, I have a hard time with a shoe that's half and half. Like, it's one thing to have like a bunch of shoes combined, like a what the, but for it to literally be cut down the middle. But I do like the friends and family pair of the Kai 54s.
Yeah,
like I think that's neat. Like, that's a half and half shoe. Oh, he sold them a month later for $200. Yeah, that's
a bad deal.
that's bad planning. Jordan Crazy, that is bad planning. I'm trying to cop. I guess it's for the love of the silhouette and the color. No, I mean, like, I'm not saying that. Okay, so I'm not saying that the H2H is not a dope shoe. It is a super. I've been loving this chat. Wish I could have jumped up. Like, I'm not saying that it's not a dope shoe. What I'm saying is that I'm not copying it. You know,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. For any one, I feel like a 1 looks dope with a little bit of love on it. So wear them every day, get some creases in them, get some love on them, and then, start rotating them. Jordan 1 silhouette. What player you want to see get a shoe who doesn't have one yet?
That's a tough one.
That's better. That's a better question for you, not for me.
That's a tough one because most of the people, they have a shoe that you mean like a signature or.
Yeah,
because most people that are
hyper
really doing it are they have a shoe.
A Ginobili?
No.
Can you imagine? Hey, y'all get that new Ginobili?
You got that new Balky? I'm trying to think who I would want to have one, man. Yeah, I'll go like outside of talent. You get one to
Greek
PJ.
guy?
I think it'd be kind of dope. But he's getting one.
So I got
Greek
asked,
Greek
do
Freak
I
is
like
getting
the
one.
burgundy? Yeah, I like this one, but I also have this one. So I mean,
I got that one. I got the
this
top
one.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this shoe is the best out of the premium pack.
I thought
Um,
so too.
this is one of my like favorite shoes of all time. But look at that air bubble though.
Is that Is that 2006?
2006 is starting to crumble. Like,
Yeah, I
um,
almost bought the UNC, but I was
yeah,
worried
don't do it.
that.
You see that right there?
Yep, that means it's a matter of time.
Yeah, no, I take pictures in these and then immediately take them off.
Yeah,
Like I set the whole thing up, put the shoe on, stand up, and then immediately. Right, it'll clear the bubble, but it doesn't take away from the fact that
it's gonna break down.
yeah, that it's actually crumbling already, and the paint's coming off. And
Word, can you put on a 3M swoosh on a 3 BC3? Can you do that? Word, can you do that?
She can.
And how long would it take you to do so? I know you stacked up.
She'd be backlogged, man. I want her to take the graffiti 15s for me and make the South Beach 15s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, word. I need to holler at you because I got a pair of BC threes that I'd like to have a swoosh on them.
Oh, I got really, because Carlos is like, imagine Jordan with booze inside, and I for sure thought he meant boobs. Word,
boost.
Yeah, boost, but I thought he meant boobs. I'm like, oh, tits inside of a J. I'm super down. I like boobs on any part of my body at any point in time. Sorry guys, I guess I should have specified. I got the backboards for retail and some a month later for Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's a
because they were right after they were going for like 3. Because I bought 2 pairs at like 310 and 320 and thought I was getting a deal.
Right. What you did. Because as it turns out, them jokers were like they're like $700 now. Period. And so yeah, I'll hit you up on the thing. I hope to gosh, who's an L right now? Like Noah? Like Noah's from Reddit, I think. So that's why he's just extra trolly. Back work for $275 right before the hype. And they jumped up like I got mine for $3.
I paid $310 and $320, I believe.
Yeah, I got mine for $3. And Maul is kicking himself in the ass for not picking up a pair when
he doesn't have.
No, he has it too. He'd be getting up, but like I was really surprised with his Jordan collection. Like, yeah, I do have a Reddit page. I'm one-legged lister on Reddit. It's just the number one. Kev, you need to make a Reddit page.
I'll do that. Hey, Pino just texted me back. He said it was $15K on the frags.
That's like 5,000 less than
that's less. So that's gonna. So there's. Wait, so these ones are only. Is it 2,300 or 23,000?
2,300 that are numbered.
Woo! These motherfuckers about to cost some new. I might have to not wear them. Because I paid $330. I don't know, man. I might.
You gotta wear them hoes, man. I mean, you've been talking about them for like ever. You gotta wear them.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. I because even if I bought the pair that came after, they wouldn't still feel like that same. That like that eliteness of the shoe.
No, you got like, and keep them with the numbered. You got to keep with the numbered. So I know you got to roll. So let's wrap this up. Hey, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Word picked up 3 customers. Word, I'm gonna listen if you get any Jordan Nike shoe for free. What would it be? Kev, Kev, you got this question too. So if you could get any Jordan or Nike shoe for free, what would it be? And mine would be the Nike Air Yeezy Zens, the ones.
Yeah, so I'd take the Encore Eminem 4. Is that what it is? The blue one? Yeah, I'd take the blue one. That thing is dope.
So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. Maybe it's something I can do. Because maybe if I get on here and do some live every now and then, that might be fun. But
Elizabeth, that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it, man. I don't know.
You should just buy
Well, I think that I'm gonna get him to make the royal toe. Like he made a royal toe, and that looks crazy dope. It's like a bread toe with like
it's coming. Blue. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait for it. It'll come. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Hey, Kev, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Of course.
Subscribe to the Monday Midsole.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget the link in the description down below. Go subscribe to the Monday Midsole. You can see the live stream every Monday from 8 to 10. Talk to y'all later. I'm out.
Peace.